Hi everyone, this is Simmermind. Welcome to my channel and my Sims 3 Twinbrook Renovation project. I've remade another house and the Sims who live here. This time I gave a makeover to the Simoleon Savers household, which is similar to the roommates in many ways. Just as the roommates, it consists of two adults, but this time we have a male named Clark Peddler and a female named Penny Pincher. Yes, this is one of those infamous Twinbrook pun names for you. It can be fun at the beginning, but gets annoying too quickly. You have just seen their disaster of a house, but luckily this torture for your eyes didn't last long. Now let's take a look at their bio, traits and tastes. So Clark and Penny are all about the simoleons. Despite their dwindling day jobs, it's no secret that Clark is always trying to make it big. He's always selling and buying things from people trying to turn a profit. The question is, will Penny stay with him long enough for him to strike it rich? So these two are working their extremely low-paying jobs at the grocery store and most likely met and befriended each other through work. They have no traits in common. Penny is clearly an extroverted, attention-seeking person, since her traits are party animal, flirty, smoother, and charismatic. The last two traits can definitely help her achieve her lifetime want, which is not surprisingly super popular. Oh yeah, she's also a heavy sleeper, but this is more of a filler trait. Penny's bio states that she has dreams of living the high life, but no real motivation to get there on her own. Will she be able to smooth her way into the limelight? So we can conclude that she chooses to reach wealth and fame through befriending the right people. Clark, on the other hand, fancies himself as someone who can sell just about anything to anyone. He's got big dreams of fame and fortune. Are they realistic? Only time will tell. This is what his bio states about him. He's more focused on material wealth than popularity and has no problem gaining fortune in illegal ways. Just look at his traits: evil and kleptomaniac. Even his lifetime want is possession is 9/10 of the law. In addition to this, he's also inappropriate, easily impressed, and frugal. So it's easy to understand that he steals stuff from the neighbors and sells it on the black market, which is much more profitable than his job at the grocery store. No wonder his performance is so bad. He just doesn't care and probably keeps the job to maintain a facade of a law-abiding person. Now about their relationship and how both EA and I screwed up here. So Penny and Clark's original house has separate bedrooms, and these two are considered as best friends by the game, which made me think that they are just friends as of now, with relatively high chance of becoming a couple shortly after you start playing this household. This is what I had in mind when designing their house. I followed EA's example and gave them separate bedrooms. Little did I know. I found the info about this household in SimsWikia and even bothered to read the family bio after the lot was built. And then I read that they were set up to be a couple by the developers, but their family tree connection is glitched. However, if you have a Rust story progression mod, the glitch is fixed, and they got a proper relationship status and icon. I don't have a story progression mod because I play rotationally. This is why I never saw this. Next time, I will gather all the info available about the household I'm going to remake before building and decorating their home. But for now, what's done is done. I didn't want to change the lot. You can easily pair them up if you want to. I definitely will. By the way, Clark used to be married to Cat Hunter, a Twinbrook resident who's currently living in a large house nearby with her new romantic interest, a much younger man named Buck Green. This relationship is not messed up, so the info is displayed properly in the relationship panel for everyone involved. Interestingly enough, Clark doesn't know any of his ex-wife's traits, so maybe their marriage was short-lived and unstable. I wouldn't be surprised if Kat left Clark after getting to know him better. With traits like evil, kleptomaniac, and inappropriate, he's not exactly a spouse material. So after being kicked out of his former house, he needed to find a new place, and he probably offered his work friend Penny to move in together in order to split the bills. Or maybe it was her idea, doesn't matter, they're roommates now. But before going steady like they were supposed to, Penny and Clark can become partners in crime. With their traits and personalities combined, it will work out perfectly. So here's plan A. Penny actively develops multiple social connections, especially with the richer Sims and families. They invite her and Clark to their parties, and there Penny socializes with other guests and gets everybody's attention, which is going to be very easy for her since she's charismatic and smoother. Meanwhile, Clark steals something expensive while nobody's watching and runs away. Then he calls or texts Penny to notify that his part of the job is done, so Penny can relax. This plan has an obvious weak spot though. Some guests may actually realize that everyone is in the room except for Clark, who was also invited, so he easily becomes the main suspect once somebody notices that something is missing. To avoid this risk, here's plan B. Penny goes to parties alone, and when on the victim's lot, she looks for the ways for Clark to sneak in and text him the directions and instructions, maybe even with photos if she catches the opportunity to take them without looking weird in other guests' eyes. Then she proceeds with entertaining the guests just like in plan A, and Clark gets on the lot or maybe even into the house unnoticed while Penny is having everybody's attention. He quickly runs away with the stolen stuff or maybe drives away in a stolen car. Disclaimer: this is not a tutorial for you to follow in real life. And you won't even be able to be honest. Now, with the criminal master plans out of the way, let's talk about the lot I'm building. Since the household is kinda short of money, I decided to give them a nicely decorated and cozy yet affordable apartment instead of a half-empty house. So they occupy one half of a duplex. Since they are renting this place, I didn't make it too personalized. You will see a lot of neutral colors in the living/dining/kitchen area, which is decorated in a style that can potentially fit almost everyone. They have separate bedrooms just like in their original house, and those bedrooms are furnished almost identically. They have the same bed frames, the same nightstands, desks, and desk chairs. Each bedroom has a walk-in closet. Again, they are absolutely the same. The idea behind this is, the apartment was already fully furnished when Penny and Clark moved in, and they are not allowed to change much here, except for adding some stuff they own. So each of them personalized their room by adding textile and decorations in their favorite colors. Clark likes lime green and Penny prefers turquoise. So you will easily see who occupies which room by looking at the color of their bed sheets, carpets, and other small details. The apartment has a two-car garage attached to it. This is where Clark is going to hide his stolen cars. He finds the customers probably in the internet and needs to be quite sneaky about his shady business. He definitely doesn't want the neighbors to just walk by his house and recognize the cars he stole from them. Meanwhile, his own car, which I assume is the super cheap sloppy jalopy, is parked outside, right in front of the post box. I think the cheapest one is his own because he's frugal and doesn't want to buy anything expensive too soon. Another important feature this apartment has is a small cellar accessible from the garage. This can be used as a storage space for some smaller stolen items. The cellar surely was one of the reasons why Clark wanted to rent this apartment. As for Penny, she's probably very happy to have a bar in the living room. This is going to come in handy at all the parties she's going to host here. By the way, as you can see, I've started speeding up my videos more than I did before because otherwise they are too long and it probably gets boring to watch them through. However, I don't want your heads to go dizzy when watching my vids as well, so if it is too fast, let me know in the comments and I will slightly slow the video speed down again. Now enjoy the rest of the building and decorating part, and you'll hear from me again when I get to the Sims makeover. Okay, the house is completely finished and I quite like the result. However, the sims are horrible. A lot of work must be done here. Here is what Penny originally looks like. Her facial proportions are horribly distorted because the distance between her eyes is too small for her nose width. The shape of her mouth is weird and her makeup emphasizes all her flaws and creates many new ones. She looks trashy, worn out and tacky. Her hairstyle does her no justice as well, mostly because it is so poorly made, and most of her outfits are either unrealistic or ugly or both. She cleaned up nicely though, as you will see very soon. Now let's take a look at Clark. I don't even know who of these two is more of a disaster. This mustache is terrible beyond belief, and the crook nose is ugly AF. And honestly, his outfits are not much better than the stuff Penny is wearing. As for the outerwear though, it is randomized for all sims, the newly generated and the pre-mates alike. So in this case, EA are not to blame. Okay, enough of this monstrosity. Here is Penny after the makeover, and she looks much better. I kept her nose shape mostly untouched, just made the nostrils slightly smaller to match her other facial features. I also fixed her mouth shape, which immediately made her look prettier, and moved her eyes further apart without changing their size or shape. Her makeup is noticeable but much subtler now, and the colors I used go well with her beautiful skin tone and make her look youthful and fresh. Since she's a flirty sim and originally had many outfits with short skirts, I made her keep this style because I assume she likes to show some skin. I didn't even change her skirt for everyday outfit. However, the tacky fishnet is gone as well as the high boots. Since turquoise is her favorite color, it is present in almost all of her outfits. Now she gives off the flirty, party-loving vibes without looking like trailer trash. As for Clark, removing the horrible moustache made the biggest difference. I did give him some facial hair instead, since he probably wants to have some, but it looks much better on him than what he originally had. I also removed those sunglasses and now he wears them only as a part of his beach outfit. Again, I included his favorite color, lime green, in all the outfits, but no crazy patterns this time. His everyday wear is much more relaxed now. I think he looks like a chill-friendly guy after the makeover. Of course, this appearance is deceptive because we all know his traits, but that's the point. He needs to come off as trustworthy and harmless to get customers. So there's no way I was going to turn him into the stereotypical over-the-top villain. So that's all for today. Now enjoy the new lot showcase. Thanks for watching. And of course, like, subscribe, comment, recommend, and welcome back for more content. Bye.